It's time now to play another game here on the program. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Play off of that old Bill Murray's classic character Tripper in the movie Meatballs, and this is where we tell you why. Actually, these two guys tell you why some embarrassing losses in the first 7 weeks really don't matter to some of these teams. We're going to start here with Ole Miss. Ole Miss has losses to Memphis and Florida.
Yep.
If you tell us why, it just doesn't matter.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter because, one, Florida's from the SEC East, so as long as Ole Miss rolls through the SEC West, that loss doesn't make a difference. And obviously Memphis, not an SEC team. As embarrassing as that is, it'll get blown off if Ole Miss keeps on rolling. The Alabama win trumps everything else, and if they can go 10-2, it's not going to happen. They're not that good, but let's say they do it. If they roll through the rest of their schedule and their resume has that win over Alabama, the win over LSU, Mississippi State, the whole rest of the SEC West, and an SEC championship, 11-2, they're in the playoffs.
All right, so Oklahoma got dominated by Texas in the Red River Showdown, but it just doesn't matter. They'll make a New Year's Day.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because I don't think Texas will run the table. And looking at Oklahoma's schedule right now, the last 3 ball games, they have Baylor, TCU, and Oklahoma State, all ranked teams. So if they're able to take care of their business and win the remainder of the games that are left on their schedule, they will run the table and get into the top 4.
It's been a nightmare, really, for USC to this point, but it just doesn't matter.
Well, you have to work with me a little on this one because at 3-3, it's kind of tough. But remember, the playoff committee likes teams that are hot at the very end of the rainbow. And the argument can be made that if these 2 losses were to 2 of the teams from the North, so if Utah loses 1 other game and USC runs the table, USC is going to win the Pac-12 South. If they get to the Pac-12 championship and beat Stanford and they come in rolling with the rest of their schedule as tough as it is, then all of a sudden the playoff committee is going to look at this and say, this is the hot team. And you know what? That first part of the season, yeah, you lost those 3 games, but there might have been a reason you lost to Washington in the first place. And they might just say, hey, this is the hot team at the right time. Maybe they deserve to spot them.
Yeah, and be an intriguing pick for the Rose Bowl, too.